Peace and blessings. Today we're going to be talking about the pig in Scripture. What is this pig symbolic of? This was, it was a little bit different from what I thought it was going to be before I studied it, because I thought I knew what was meant by pig. So, in a lot of religions, we are told not to eat pork. But what's the spiritual meaning of this? What's the greater meaning of this? What are we to get as human beings? What are we to receive from this besides it may not be a good idea to actually eat this animal? So obviously we know the physical nature of the pig, and that this animal rolls around in mess and will eat just about anything. But in Scripture, the meaning we're to get from this is the characteristics of those of us who are in pursuit of mess or filth, those of us who love mess. So this rings home pretty good in this day and time. But this mess is chaos, confusion, disorder, right? Those of us who love it, who love chaos, confusion, and disorder. We like to create mess, okay? We like to wallow in it and roll around in it. So some examples of this. This is going to be short and sweet. People who love to keep drama going, right? We know there are people that they just love drama. I mean, they can't help themselves. They could be in a good relationship, and if the person is too nice, and everything's peaceful, there's something wrong with the person. They're boring, right? This is just how we are these days. They're corny, right? So, we want the drama. We love the drama. We want something messy, right? We're in pursuit of a mess. And unfortunately, a lot of women today are like that. We're looking for a mess to clean up, and it's kind of like, sure, you can look for a mess to clean up, but you don't want to roll around in it, right? You don't want to be sleeping with it, and bringing it home and all that kind of stuff. But, it's quite interesting. We say we want someone who's going to do all these great, nice, gentlemanly-like things, but then when we get them, we can't. We're not used to peace. So people that are in pursuit of mess. The next one was, yes, people who look for the dirt. They look for dirt to wallow around in. This is a lot of us. So you're looking for anything filthy, anything that you can get into and lie with, and spread it around, right? So, and being in pursuit of filth, of course, the one thing that comes to mind is pornography, right? People they're looking for it, right? They're spreading it around. It's become a very public business these days, and there are a lot of unfortunate circumstances that happen when you have legal and public exploitation as a part of society. But people that, even in terms of hearing dirt, you hear dirt about someone. This is an American term. You're spreading dirt. You hear dirt about someone, you spread it all over the place, and you love it, like the pig. So in today's society, the young people have this saying now where they say you're being messy. And basically what it means is when you do something without discernment, and that can lead to a bigger mess. So, telling someone's business, you're telling somebody's business to people, and you don't even know who's listening, and you haven't considered the consequences. So you're just doing stuff without thinking. The one who eats, for lack of a better word, the one who consumes crap. This is interesting. If you did not know, pigs do eat their own feces, but we're talking about the spiritual meaning of this. Okay, so this isn't just the one who spreads mess around, it's the one who consumes it. You're consuming what should be flushed down the toilet or buried. Typically, you have animals that don't bury their mess. Normally they do it because they're being territorial. They want you to know that they've marked this territory. Whatever is there belongs to them, right? So I started thinking about this, and where do I see it in today's society. So it kind of reminds you of people that want to be the first ones. They want to claim the dirt. They want to be the first ones to tell you. They can't wait to tell you some dirt on somebody or some mess on somebody. They're the first ones to start handing out crap, and they're excited to do it. And the media is like that. That's the media. They go looking for dirt. They're in pursuit of dirt and mess, and they spread it around. And they want you to know that it's their story. They want to break the story. They want to mark the territory that, hey, this is my crap, and I was the one to find it. But that's kind of what it reminded me of. But people that live like this, okay, we all know people that live like this. We have family members that are like this. We may be like this ourselves. A lot of us, are very heavy into gossiping and backbiting. So this kind of mixes in there with it. But, when people are really messy, you can see it on them, right? And you can smell it on them. So what do we mean by that spiritually? So meaning they smell bad, just as bad as pork does. And when somebody's cooking pig, you know what it smells like. It smells like crap. But, they smell like the mess, if I don't curse, but if I was a cursor, I think you would know what I would say. But think about it. You make the same, when somebody that is into a hot mess comes around, they're just messy, their life, they're just always doing something. There's always drama. When they come around, you make the same facial expression you make when something smells bad. It's like, and then you try to leave the area before they get there, just like you do when something smells bad. So then I started thinking, you turn your nose up. That's what you're doing. You're turning your nose up. And is it ironic that the pig's nose is turned up like that? And I'm thinking, wow, I wonder if that's a sign to us. There's signs in animals and creation and elements all day long. But I'm like, wow, you turn your nose up when these people come around. Yeah, and that's kind of how the pig looks. But a lot of times they don't even know. They can't even smell their own mess. People that are like this, they can live in it. They can live in the drama. They can live in all of the just terrible conditions that I couldn't survive in. Just somebody constantly coming in and out of my house, somebody stealing from me. I'm getting phone calls. I'm not sleeping because I'm dealing with somebody's crap. A lot of times they can't smell their own mess. That's why they're wallowing in it. And it takes somebody else to say, hey, you're a hot mess. Your crap, it stinks. Okay. And they still may not smell it. Even after that, they still may not smell it. But, when something smells bad, usually the nose is what tells you it's no good. Even if it's food, like if you're smelling pork and it smells terrible, your nose knows that and you don't like the smell, but you know what I mean? It should prevent you from wanting to be involved in mess. But what happens when things smell bad and you still want it? You're in pursuit of it, right? You're in pursuit of drama. You're in pursuit of always having confusion and something going on and some sort of disruption in your life. You're looking for it. That is what the pig is in Scripture. That's who the pig is in Scripture. So we talked about the fact that they smell bad. People, and we're not talking about the physical smell. We're talking about, this is a spiritual concept, right? But also you can see the mess on them. When somebody is messy or is in a lot of drama like that, you can see it on them. When they come around you, and then leave. It could be, you may not see this person again for 10 years, but you remember the crap that they were in, right? They may have changed their entire life, but you remember filth. You remember crap. Okay, so it matters. But that's how you see them after all that time that has gone by. But now in closing, this was a short one. In closing, I want to say that when we talk about these animals, it's not that This sounds bad, right? It's not that the animal is bad. God created pigs. Pigs are obedient to their Lord in the way that God created them in. But what we're to get from it is clearly we're not supposed to look to be like the pig. We're supposed to be the upright creation that can stand upright. And, we have the potential to take on our Creator's attributes. You don't look to take on attributes of the lower animals. So that's what I have for today for the pig. I'm going to be getting into verses that include this concept of the pig on our next discussion that we have. So be sure to stay tuned for that. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel. Hit the thumbs up button for me. And I'll see you next time. Peace and blessings.